Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Yeah, there you go. That one. We just unlocked the first world, like the first worlds from the first game, I guess, last time. We're gonna hit them in the same order that we would have done them real life, I think. We'll see how good my memory is, actually. You know, don't hold me to that. We're gonna find out real quick how good my memory is. All right, what's this one gonna be? Oh yeah, banger, absolute banger. Cannot lie, love this song too. This one's also great. But we're gonna get to Atlantica, and it's gonna be a fucking issue. I just gotta be real with you. It's gonna be a nightmare. Until then, though, I'm gonna enjoy the songs. Ooh, I actually can't wait for Agrabah. I love that tune as well. It's like getting a little taste of each level, you know what I mean? And I'm into that. I love little samples of everything I've been through. I feel like I should make some kind of nice video. I wish I could hire someone, you know what I mean? I wish that there was someone I could be like, hey man, are you willing to watch 380 hours? I don't know how long actually, but you know, are you willing to watch a shitload of this Kingdom Hearts playthrough so that way you can like make a crazy edit of like the entire journey? But I sadly, one, probably couldn't afford it, and two, don't know anyone who I'd be willing to absolutely torture with that. I would do it myself, but I can't be fucking bothered. I do this shit for fun, you know what I mean? I do not do it for getting clicks, to be honest with you. It's my way of forcing myself to make sure I finish games, and it's also my way of trying out new games. Because God forbid, you know, I play fucking Halo 2 for the 8 millionth time or something. Dark Souls 1 for the fucking millionth time, actually. I should have said Dark Souls 1 to begin with. I played through Dark Souls 1 probably more than I've played through and fully beaten any other game, you know what I mean? There's a lot of games that I'll boot up and I'll be like, man, I haven't played this in a while, like New Vegas or... No, I really do. Maybe I just do that with New Vegas, actually. I did it with Morrowind not that long ago, too. I also did it with Morrowind. Shit, Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3, Demon Souls, Bloodborne. I've started all those again and then gotten like halfway through and been like, it's okay, it's worn off now. I got my fill. I got what I needed. Let's go play a different game now. I do need to do, you know, never mind. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to put other games out there because I already know what the next game is going to be. And I know what the game after that's going to be as well. Actually, I don't know what game's going to be after this. I actually haven't thought about that. I don't know what we're going to do after this series. I've got the next 2 game series, at least, in my mind already. I don't want to do a huge, long series immediately after. But I do want to do something. Well, no, we have to do something, you know what I mean? But what we're gonna do, that's the question. They're asking me to look in a lot of different places at once. It's fucking me up. We're getting like a B on this one for sure. Not getting a good grade. Yeah, there's loads of character action games that I'll put it at that. Loads of character action games that I really like to play on the channel, but at the same time, I'm also like, yeah, but I'm like not good enough. It's gonna be a whole task to record. I'm always scared after the Dark Souls playthrough of that series because there were just so many nights where I was up so much later than I wanted to be, trying to get through a part that was just absolutely fun. Like, God forbid, the Gale fight. I stayed up so much later than I could have ever wanted to, and by the end of it, I'm just dead. Honestly, same thing with this one with the Yozora fight. That part fucked me up. I was there for much longer than I would have liked to have been. Was it worth it? Absolutely, because whenever I beat him, it was goddamn a sigh of relief. but a sigh still. I'll say it that way. Same thing with Gale. And to this day, I've never finished Blinks the Cat. We watched that ending, and I was like, this is the dumbest fucking ending I've ever seen, and it matters nothing, and I hated the gameplay so much. I know I didn't hate the gameplay overall. I just, with Blinks the Time Sweeper, bro, it is just an inherently flawed game based around grabbing hours away from you, you know what I mean? That's the best way I can put it. Just like realistically. Oh, did I do both of these? Okay, yeah, I did. The whole idea of them being like, hey, well, you don't know what materials you're gonna need to bring with you for this level, and sometimes we're not gonna give you the little items that you need to be able to do the specific thing you have to do in this level. You'll have to bring them with you from another level, but we're not gonna explicitly tell you what those items are. So you'll just have to come in, fail, go do a bunch of other missions to get the shit, and then come back. And you know what? If they would have stopped it at like, hey, we're gonna tell you these are the missions, these are the things that you need to bring in this mission, I absolutely would have understood that, and I could have been okay with that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, well, it's like an RPG. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, for this boss, you're gonna have to do this. And it just wasn't that. It was just so poorly done in that format of like, I can't get over it. I can't get over the whole idea of like, hey, you have to have these items to do this little time ability thing, but also the only way to figure that out is to come in and fail and actively just waste a large amount of your time. I can't. And if I'm wrong on that, please someone tell me, because I was apparently too stupid to figure out how you were supposed to do them or tell which ones you needed to do the levels. I don't know, but that game actually, I haven't hated any of the games that we've played on this channel except for that one, and I didn't even finish it. Now, is that my fault? Maybe. I don't know. A lot of people seem to love it. I'll say this. I think that the design of the game, the art part of it, really good. Really fun. Thoroughly like that part. The gameplay overall is just fucking cheeks, dude. But oh, you know what? Actually, no. Okay, well, I didn't hate it though. Still, I just didn't like it as much. But I wasn't a super fan of. Did we play? We did play. Oh shit, my bad. We played what is that called? It's that Metal Gear Solid game that was on the PSP, but not Peace Walker. Portable Ops. We played Portable Ops. Not a big fan of that one. It's definitely not the worst game in the world, but just not, you know, in that series, not my favorite. Wowie. Look at that. And they're giving us Union Cross little cards. I'm telling you, bro. That shit was important to the series, and it baffles me. That shit was highly important to the series, and I'll never understand why. I will never understand Nomura being like, I'm making this big, grand, important story, but also, one of them is a phone game, which these games never last. I wonder if that was like a contractual obligation that he had to fill. But if so, why did you put such heavy plot implications inside of it? You know what I mean? I don't get that. Like, you could have just made it some bullshit side story where it was like, oh, this shit does not matter to anyone or anything in the mainline series. It's Kingdom Hearts, but it's not that deep. Or maybe he intended it to be like that and then it just spiraled. I don't know. But every day I ask myself, Nomura, why did you do this? Why are you being a bastard to me right now? With these fucking phone games, dog. And then he was like, you know, I kind of want to make another mobile game, but like not, you know, make it on consoles. Okay. And then they made this, which I respect a hell of a lot more. Oh my God, I'm shitting the bed. I am shitting the bed. I got distracted. I wasn't looking ahead anymore. I was looking. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Hey, look. Guess who decided to pick up the fucking pace, dude? Golly. But yeah, I'll never understand the whole union thing. I'll never understand who told him that was a good idea. The games are already goddamn inaccessible damn near to anyone who wants to just start fresh on the series, you know what I mean? Like, how you gonna tell your friend, oh yeah, dude, you should play the Kingdom Hearts series, but there's like also like 18 fucking games and they all have very, very important plot implications, except, what is that one? Except the data one. Except for the data one. What is the data one? How am I forgetting what the data one was? Kingdom Hearts, and I don't remember. It was one of the DS ones. We definitely went here before the Halloween Town. God, there it is. Oh no. Make it stop, dude. I fucking hate that song. Reconnected? Is that what it was called? I don't remember what the fuck it was called. I just remember playing it, but that DS, which actually, you know, I'm just saying, not that bad of a game. A lot of people in the fan space kind of look at it like it's the worst one. I think it's pretty good, especially for having like, I was about to say random, and then I remembered it's not random whatsoever. It's genuinely not. The block rooms are all like preset shapes and everything. I guess it's technically random as to like, oh, this one connects to this one, but it's not random in the fact of like, you don't know what you're gonna, it's like, there's only so many I can get. There's like 8 of these layouts. All right, don't fucking lie to me. There's only so many combinations I can have. And that part did kind of, but I will also say, while I said it's not that important to the lore, it is still kind of important to the lore, when especially for fucking games like goddamn Union, because you're like, there's a whole data thing where they can like hold people in, and it's like, yeah, no, we've known this. Like the 4th game in the series, man. But the fact alone that it's like, yeah, it was the 4th game, has some pretty crazy implications for the later games and good explanations as to how things worked. And then it came back in Kingdom Hearts 3 and some of the other ones. I remember being like, oh my god, they're mentioning fucking Reconnected or whatever it's called. Recompiled, I don't know what it was. I don't remember. It was okay though. Kind of sucked farming. No, actually it really sucked farming. That one was one of the worst ones for farming because I wanted the... I don't remember if there was a secret ending to it or if it was a... It's either secret ending or they had the secret reports. I don't know. Either way, I hated it. I hated all of it. I wasn't a fan. Didn't like it. Didn't like farming for that one, but I also didn't like the farming in 358 where I was just going around redoing missions trying to get all these crowns once again for the secret reports. Didn't even get a sweet cutscene, just got to read some fucking reports, but that was like the equivalent of their secret ending, which is why we did the whole secret ending reading for this, or the secret reports reading for the 3rd game as well. I said this one. Once again, very important. Very, very important. We learned about Eye Patch Guy a little bit in the 3rd game, so go watch that one. There's always some kind of fucking stupid lore hidden inside of some secret part to get, which is one of the reasons I do like it. I'm a big sucker for any kind of game that allows me to unlock things. And that's genuine. Any game where it's like, yeah, you can unlock stuff, I'm in. You know how much I played a shit ton of, and I don't usually play games like this, but I played a shitload of like Mario Kart on the GameCube, Double Dash, the fucking best one of the whole series, might I just add, because the main, I call it campaign, but like the main challenges that are there, you get to play 2-player. You don't got to do it alone. You can be like, all right, my homie came over. We're gonna try to get some unlocks and double dash. It was just a good time. I'd equate it to almost that of playing Donkey Kong Country with your boy back in the day. Everyone always wants to be Diddy too. I don't know why. I never wanted to be Diddy. I was like, yeah, but it's a Donkey Kong game. I want to be fucking Donkey Kong. Everyone really, and I like Diddy too. I mean, Diddy's cool. Diddy Kong is quite the guy, but he's got a little red tie on. To this day, I love red ties because of Donkey Kong. I don't even play that game that much. I did play quite a bit of 64 growing up though, and that shit was a nightmare as a child. That and Banjo-Tooie fucked me up as a kid too, because without the internet, bro, you're not doing or finding half that shit. It's not happening. Part of your world? Wait. You know what? I don't even care. What was memory dive? What does that mean? That's scary. I don't like that. Hell yeah. Now we can get to some good tunes. Instead of this bullshit we've been hearing. Bam, 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 bam. You know, whenever Marilyn Manson did that cover of this song, I remember it was a big deal. I remember a lot of people like covering it. And if I remember correctly, I don't think everyone was happy about it. I think that they were like, this Disney movie was already barely a Disney movie. It's so grotesque in certain parts, and now you've got this crazy man doing music for it. That was a time, but I remember as a kid being like, whoa, that's cool. To be fair, as a kid, the only thing I knew Marilyn Manson for was like Beautiful People, and outside of that, still kind of the only thing I know for. I'm not a massive Marilyn Manson fan by any means. It's not my kind of music, you know what I mean? I do respect them as a musical artist, though. They did some good shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. How are we hitting this guy from the front? Also, honestly, they're breaking the lore with letting me hit those big guys from the front, too, now that I think about it. I was just so happy to be able to finally slap him face on that I was, you know, I was complacent. I was okay with it. But now it's starting to get to me. Blasted. Blasted. I wonder how they did this. They just pull a bunch of models from the, you know, from all the. This is why they did they were like, actually no, that's the re-releases are probably why they did this game. You know what I mean? They were probably like, okay, so like, we made all these HD remakes. You know what I mean? And at this point, we've just got so many fucking assets that could be used for something, all in one game. And I think that we should cash in on that. And I don't blame them. It's honestly. This game is the Night Rain. This game is the Night Rain of the Kingdom Hearts series. Where they're just like, yeah, we've got all these fucking things though from all the remakes and how current the newer games are. We'll just throw them all into one fucking pile, bro, and let y'all go batshit with it. Even though we don't let you fight things, it's a rhythm game, but we got to do something with these. Oh, I do get XP. Holy shit. Level up. Jesus Christ, you think there's somebody who really can't finish that with like 50%? Well, shit, man. As long as I stay on this path, I think we're gonna be solid. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, we're missing a very important one. Actually, two. Okay, never mind. No, yeah, we're missing a very important one from these run of original worlds. All right, and I know the reasoning for it too. We're missing Deep Jungle. And it's so funny too, because whenever you start the first game, it comes up with all the copyright by Disney, but there's always one extra one in the first game. And it's of course for Tarzan. It is saying, hey man, Tarzan don't belong to Disney. That's a us thing, and they used it for the first game. We didn't give them any more rights for it, so fuck you. And so Tarzan never returns to my knowledge, and we will never see Deep Jungle again, even though that is one of my favorite fucking levels. I'm honestly surprised that they managed to somehow even do the first game's remake. I guess they turned it like it was like a permanent contract of like, no, we can do whatever the fuck we want with this game, and he's in the game, so I don't know, but goddamn Tarzan, dude, ripped out of the Kingdom Hearts series after the first game, sadly. And I really like that area. And I like that song. We'll never get to hear that again. That's gone permanently. Very sadly as well. So maybe this one is on rhythm. It's like I said, I've told you, I don't know, dude. There's gonna be someone who knows music better than me in my comments being like, yeah, you're fucking wrong, bro. That was completely on beat. And I'm gonna be like, well, you know what? Maybe I was wrong about that, but at least I didn't lie to you about my rhythm skills, which are 0. So, you know, if I can do this, there's got to be some kind of god legend who's fucking uploading like Freebird. They're hacking Freebird into this game to let Sora run through and beat the shit out of things to fucking Freebird. It's happening somewhere. There's a lot of stuff happening. I'm fucking locking in right here. Easy. That end part did get a little wild though, but mostly easy. Can't wait till we get to the end of the game and I'm just shaking my pants. I'm hitting more buttons than it took to beat Yozora at that point, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh fuck, I can't keep up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me all 3 stars. Thanks, man. Later. All right, this one should have been back there. I don't know why it wasn't, but we are going here first. Also, we got Hercules on our team. We probably had Aladdin and Agrabah, and I just didn't look. What's good, Hercules? I just saw you. You were looking much more HD, though. And I do mean much more HD, as was Meg. You know what I'm saying? Best Disney princess, not even a Disney princess. I will say, if there's any newer princesses, I believe someone was telling me, one of my family members was telling me, they were saying something about Disney princesses, I can't remember, and I was like, oh yeah, all 7 of them, right? Because obviously Kingdom Hearts, that's all. And they're like, no, there's been new ones added, like apparently there's one in Wreck-It Ralph. Not aware of it. I don't watch 3D Disney movies. Unless they were made back in the day, like I obviously love Toy Story. I've seen Ratatouille, to be fair. And just once all they did was 3D movies, I was like, okay, this, number one, pisses me off that I have to remember constantly that you don't make 2D incredible, beautiful movies anymore. But also the fact that like these all look the fucking same to me. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure that it is just a me thing. And that's totally fine, but all that shit looks the same to me, bro. Every 3D Disney movie, I'm just like, which one is this? And that's so genuine. Like, it's not even me trying to be rude. I'm just like, every time I see I couldn't tell you the difference. I think the one that probably was turning red or whatever, was that one Disney? Because that one kind of looked different. That's the only one that I've seen that I was actively like, oh, hey, the people are at least kind of like stylized slightly differently. But then I think I also at some point saw Inside Out, and I was like, oh, never mind. The people look the fucking same in this one as they do in that one. I did watch Big Hero 6 at one point because I thought that whole idea was cool. But, you know, it gave me big Iron Giant vibes. And I was like, ooh, I love the Iron Giant. And then I saw it and I was just like, yeah, this is not as good as the Iron Giant. It wasn't bad, but it's not as good as the Iron Giant. So why wouldn't I just go watch the Iron, which is not the same thing at all, because, you know, they team up. It's a completely different kind of movie for sure, but that's the only reason. I'm just saying that's the only reason I watched it, was because I was like, I'm getting Iron Giant vibes off this. I like that. I love the Iron Giant. Yeah, sure. Let's see. And then it wasn't that at all. Probably led to part of why I didn't like it. Also, Hero can be kind of annoying as shit, as we saw in the third game also. I ain't judging him though. He's going through some shit, you know what I mean? This is such a banger. This is during the Coliseum fights. I remember it clear as day. Big fan. Also, Hercules is uppercutting Heartless right now, and it's kind of incredible. I kind of love that. God, these songs were so good, bro. And it's fucked up too, because I don't remember any of them being overly memorable from the third game, sadly. Actually, I think there was one. I think the one that they used for whenever you're doing the mech battles, I think I was like, yo, this song fucking goes. The mech battles in Toy Story World. Everything else, I was like, eh. To be fair though, once again, it's like I'm not tied to any of those movies nearly as much as I am the older games, where it's like, oh my god, it's Alice in Wonderland and Tarzan. I grew up watching Tarzan a lot. And even as a kid, I remember thinking, yo, did they just kill that guy by hanging him in a tree? What the fuck? Well, I mean, they didn't. He killed himself, but like, did the Disney animators just animate that guy getting hung in a tree? That's crazy. Good times, good times. Genuinely do. I really, really like Tarzan back in the day. And the Jungle Book. I don't know. Maybe I just liked that. Maybe I just liked movies with talking animals. I was like, this shit's chill. Apparently I fucked up the aerial ones there very badly. Cleared all 10 songs in 10 worlds. Or cleared all songs in 10 worlds? Probably that one. Alright, Monstro next. Neverland was always the last place. At least for me, that's where I always went last. And I think that's also where it is level-wise, like difficulty-wise for the... Ooh, shit, we running through a big-ass whale. Look, over there, that's where I made fun of Geppetto for losing his son. I was like, they're gonna take his ass away, man. You keep losing this child, bro. I guess he's a puppet back then, actually, but, you know, once he becomes a kid, like, how long was it before Geppetto was like, I don't fucking know where Pinocchio is. He just walked off. Was the biggest threat to children in their time period really just those crazy-ass people turning them into donkeys? You know what I mean? Did he ever have to teach about Pinocchio about, like, don't do drugs. People will offer you to you, and they'll be very kind about it. And you'll be like, this is a nice guy, and then it's hard drugs, so don't do it. Or was Pinocchio just like, well, you know, you were nice to me. Sure, man, I trust you. I'll do whatever you want. This is how Pinocchio tried cocaine for the first time. Very disappointing. He's gone down a horrible spiral since. It could happen, because Geppetto is not watching him close enough. It's completely plausible. Not my favorite song. Not a bad song, though. Definitely not my favorite fucking level. Jesus Christ. This shit infuriated me. You know, actually, didn't we go to a Pinocchio world in one of the other? We did. I don't remember which game it was, though. Was it? I think it might have been Dream Drop. Because I think that, you know, I'm pretty sure Sora was like, what's up, Pinocchio? And he was like, I don't know who the fuck you are, man. Get out of my life. I think it was, but we were like in the donkey area, you know what I mean? That part was pretty cool. I will say that was my favorite part about playing some of these games, was getting up into places that you were not able to in the original ones, like in Kingdom Hearts 358 when you got to go up in the balcony in the ballroom from Beast Castle, and I was like, yo, I've been seeing this shit places for years. I've never gotten to go up in it though. That's awesome. I'm really shitting the bed on those barrels and boxes, bro. They're not even an enemy. I don't know why I can't get them. Hey. That's the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 right there. I recognize that goop anywhere. Let's do this last song real quick. We'll do this last one. Get Monstro out of the way. Goofy's running with it. What is he doing? Why does Goofy run? Is that how Goofy always runs? Are we gonna get outfit changes? Please don't make me be Red Sora the whole game. The Red Sora, the first generation Sora the whole game. I'll be very upset. Ooh, or like make me unlock the outfits. I don't know how. There's not that many outfits to choose from, to be fair. As someone who, once again, I grew up playing like the first and second games mainly, and then eventually when I got a little bit older, played Chain of Memories, which thank God, because if I tried to play that as a kid, I would have absolutely fucking hated it. I genuinely, I was a big believer that I was like, oh, hey, they're going to change his outfit every game. It's going to be crazy, bro. He's always going to have this cool new look. Not the case. Not even a little bit. They changed his outfit like a total of like, I think 4 times throughout the whole series. Yeah, I think that's it. You got this one, you got Kingdom Hearts 2, you got Dream Drop, and then you got 3. And those are all the times that he changed his outfit. I was like, well, he's gonna be constantly growing. He's obviously gonna need like another outfit, right? Like they did for 2. No, he'll wear the same goddamn outfit we made. We think this design kicks ass, and that's good enough for us. Like, what made them the first time going from one to I guess Chain of Memories technically, and then going from 2 games where he wore the same outfit to the second game and being like, hey, you know what? I think that we should give him a new drip. What made them say that? But then every game after they were like, you know what? We don't need to do all that. I would love to know what was going through their minds. I got an item. And an A++, actually, surprisingly. Yeah, I didn't hit all simultaneous targets or do that other thing. Hey, I remember that part. That was from 0.2 or whatever the hell. Nice. All right, now how does the game save?